That was a Holy Year trip sponsored by the Newman Club, which I took with Florence Gregory, who we had been good friends in college. We were both out of college by that time, but we were able to go because we'd been active in the Newman Club, and it was strictly a steerage kind of. Well, whether we were in the steerage, the boats that we went by ship to Italy and back, and they were ships that were but they the licensed or something in Tripoli or something. They were anything but luxury ships, and for sleeping, we slept in the hold of the ship. We did not have anything like staterooms or anything. We were all the women were in one hold on one side, and I guess the men were in the other, and it was very poor. The bathrooms were always flooded. I mean, the ships were poorly maintained and anything but luxurious. Poor Florence spent most of the trip in bed because she was sick. She had seasickness and so on. I would take her hard rolls from the. I'd go into to have some meals. I held up pretty well, but we made some very good friendships on that trip. There were several clergymen and several nuns there, and I remember that the nuns were Holy Cross. The ones I remember were Holy Cross, and we slept. When we were in Europe, we traveled by train, and uh, the cheapest way, of course, by coach. And they had to sleep with their habits on, and they'd get up in the morning or wake up in the morning, and their habits would be, their headgear would be askew, but they were all good sports. And one of them I remember I corresponded with until her death, and she was Holy Cross, and several priests that we kept up correspondence with after we left. But then we were in Rome, and of course. We landed in Cherbourg and took a train to Paris for a couple days, and then to Rome, and we had a general audience with Pope Pius XII. I mean, we didn't see him up close or anything. The church was very full, but we could say that we were at St. Peter's, and we were blessed with a general audience. Then the St. Peter's Basilica was full. It was an audience day. Address us and he tried to address us in English, but not, it was all broken English, and but but we had to be very sure that we were dressed properly. Of course, in those days, we all wore skirts and head covering, of course, and. But we were not the only audience there. It was a Holy Year, so there were groups from all over were in Rome at that time because of the Holy Year. This was in June, and we went to Assisi and toured that. That was before. I think it's been remodeled since. The people that have been there since say it's quite different than it was then. But it was a tremendous experience, and then we went to Nice.